Where are we chiming in from? Where are we chiming in from? Good morning, good morning. The Satan, hello. Hello. Who likes honey? Hello. Honey. So, got me a jar of honey today. Good morning, Nick. Ah, what's up? Good morning, good morning, Good morning. Where you tagging in from? Where you tagging in from? Where you tagging in from? The 3 benefits of honey. Supports heart. Honey is a nutrient-rich natural sweetener packed with antioxidant, offering anti-inflammatory and antibiotical properties that support heart health, improve cholesterol, and aid in wound healing. It acts as a natural prebiotic for gut health, a cough suppressant, and a quick energy source, making it alternative, making it a better alternative to refined sugar. The 3 benefits of honey. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Got some honey. So I'm thinking about getting, I'm really thinking about getting a beehive. I'm really thinking about it, but I don't know where I will put it. Hello. The 3 benefits of honey. I'm really considering getting a bee thing where you make your own honey, because it's a lot of bees out here. Do you like honey? Do you like honey? Hello. Hello, 504. Good morning, Nick. Good morning. You like honey? I just took a teaspoon. So peaceful. I'm on my back patio. I'm on my patio in my backyard. So I wake up to mountains and birds every day. I got cactus in my yard. I think they call iron pipe cactus. Iron pipe cactus. And I got some honey. Thank you. Thank you. Where are you chatting from? Where are you chatting from? I'm in Arizona. I'm in Phoenix, Arizona. Phoenix, Arizona. He said, I don't know. That's okay. Yeah, so this is not AI. This is my actual backyard. And I bought me some honey from the honey lady yesterday. I've been trying to get a hold of the honey lady because the last time I bought, because you buy the honey at the store and you're going to pay about $10 for 16 ounce. And I get this big one for like $25-$30 from the honey lady. So today I'm talking about the 3 benefits. Where did you get it? From the honey lady. I'm telling you. Out here in Arizona. I'm thinking about getting me a beehive and make my own honey. Does anybody on here make their own honey? You make your own honey? Do you like honey? And it's nice and thick too. I put some in my coffee this morning. Look at it. So a teaspoon of honey a day keeps the doctor away. 3 benefits of honey. It says honey is a nutrient-rich natural sweetener packed with oxidants, offering anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial properties that support heart health, improve cholesterol, and aid in wound healing. It also acts as a natural prebiotic for the gut, a cough suppressant, and a quick energy source, making it a better alternative to refined sugar. Yeah. I wish I could make my own too. Well, I seen the Tractor Supply store had the whole kit for like $200. Tractor Supply store. So what's on your mind? What's on your mind this morning? What's on your mind? Good benefits for the body. Yes, I agree, Flo. Honey is good. It's good benefits for the body. I agree. Yes. Okay, bye-bye. Well, this morning I wanted to talk about honey because sometimes life is bittersweet. Life sometimes is bittersweet. And this time last Sunday, my mom got carried to the hospital, and she's still in ICU. So keep her in your prayers. But I just want to say sometimes life is bittersweet. Bittersweet. That's what this week. It sounds peaceful over there. Life is bittersweet. Yes, it is. And because my mom is in the hospital. And this time last week, they took her to the hospital because she had a cardiac arrest. And even though that happened in the middle of the night, I still got up Sunday morning and came out here. Flo, where are you chatting from? Where are you chatting from, Flo? 789 flow. 7891 flow. Where are you chatting from? Thank you. It's okay. New Jersey. I lived in South Jersey. I live in Arizona now, but I used to live in South Jersey. What part of New Jersey are you from? What part of New Jersey are you from? I used to live in South Jersey. North Jersey. Okay, like Newark, New Jersey. Up that way. East Orange, New Jersey. I've been to Newark, New Jersey. I've been to Secaucus, Newark. Hey, shout out to Newark, New Jersey. I've been to Secaucus. I used to go to the hair show in Secaucus, New Jersey. Secaucus, New Jersey. I used to go to a hair. Yes, close to New York. Hey, shout out to the East Coast. I'm out here in Arizona now. It's so funny because people on the East Coast, they don't like to travel too much to the West Coast. And people from the West Coast, some of them don't like to travel too much to the East Coast. Shout out to Flo in Newark, New Jersey. Shout out. I love Arizona. Came out here during COVID. Matter of fact, COVID came out March 2020, and I moved out here May 2020. Yes, I love Arizona. Yeah. Now, can I say this? So it seemed like the East Coast is crowded, but out here in Arizona, because Phoenix is still a little crowded, but it's so much growing, so much extra land and space, lots of jobs as you go further out of the city. I live an hour, 20 minutes outside of the city. So I tried a lot of things in my life. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I live an hour, 30 minutes outside of the city. And it's a lot of space. And no HOA. That's why I like it. But I'm going to say this. In Arizona, it's 100 jobs to every 10 people. But when I lived on the East Coast, it was 10 jobs to every 100 people. I'm going to say it one more time. Yeah, to me, it's more affordable. They building up apartments everywhere. It's crazy. Like I said, out here it's 10 people to every 100 jobs. On the East Coast, it's 10 jobs to every 100 people. That's my opinion. That's just my opinion. Maybe somebody else might. Yes, the jobs here. Yeah. But out here is the desert for sure. Well, one day maybe you'll get to visit Arizona and see if you like it. It don't hurt to visit. I visited first before I moved here. Mm, like today is cold. Let me see. What's weather today? So this morning is cold. It's 62 degrees here now. Now, June, well, I say June, July, and August is hot. It get really, 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 really hot. But other than that, the weather is beautiful. Like today is 62 degrees. It's April. But come the afternoon, it'll start warming up between like 1 and 3. You might feel it hot. The sun is at its peak. Um, but we don't get no snow. Certain parts of Arizona get snow. I think they said they get like snow in Flagstaff, Arizona, like at the tip, it's like higher up in the mountains. They get um snow in Flagstaff. So like today it said starting at 12 p.m. it's gonna be 77 degrees all the way up until 4 p.m. is 78 degrees. No snow is good. I'm telling you, huh? I have shoveled 10 inches of snow. I know what it's been like to live in New Jersey and the snow plow you can shovel your car out, then the snow cell will come down the street and come and shoot all the snow from the street into your little spot. I know about, you know, having to dig a spot out and having to put a cone there so nobody don't park in your parking space. I done been through all. So no snow in Arizona, exactly. So you don't have to worry about shoveling no snow. And then like I remember we lived in New Jersey and we was snowed in for 3 days. And I remember getting my little kids and walking to the Wawa. Shout out to Wawa. We was what they call cabin. We had cabin fever, and I remember getting my kids. This is the oldest one might have been 12, well, 10, and then Kevin must have been about 8, and Nene must have been about 7. And us walking to the Wawa to go get hot chocolate or super sub just to get out the house because we've been snowed in for 3 or 4 days, and just finally wrapping up, getting some clothes on, and going to walk to the Wawa because that's the only thing that would be open is Wawa. Shout out to Wawa. Yes, people will steal your parking spot after you done did all the hard work. Exactly, Flo. After you done shoveled all that snow. Yeah, so no snow out here in Arizona. Not where I'm in, where I'm at. I love Wawa. I love Wawa. I haven't been to Wawa in it's been I haven't been back on the East Coast for a year. But the last time I went, I got me a Wawa sub and a Wawa hoagie. It's called a Wawa hoagie. So I love Wawa. Hold on 1 second. Shout out to Wawa. I had to go in the house, make me another cup of coffee. Good morning, Roro. So if I don't do anything else, I will get me some Wawa coffee. Love, shout out to Wawa coffee. If you don't do nothing else, if you don't go to Wawa for nothing else, you're going to get you some Wawa coffee. So Camille grows. So this week I'm growing because sometimes life is bittersweet, but I'm still growing. Like I said, mom is in ICU and it's bittersweet. Bittersweet. But nevertheless, life gets better with time. I got me some honey. Get a teaspoon of honey and put it in my, I don't even think this is probably a teaspoon. Get a teaspoon of this honey. Is she okay? Well, right now she's on the, they taking her off of the ventilator. And we're going to see what they're going to do. What God is going to do, actually. What God is going to do. I'm going to go by there tonight. This afternoon. And life always throws curves. Yes, it does. Curves balls. Yes, it does. I love your videos so much. Really? Do you watch? You really watch my videos? What look, help me out. What's one of your favorite topics that I talk about so I can know what to talk about? Because today's Sunrise Sunday. I would get out here in the morning when the sun would be dark, and in like 30 minutes the sun would come out. So Roro, what videos do you love the most? I'm still growing, so it's a lot to know. Yeah. But Flo, I'm definitely get back to that Wawa. And they steady growing. I remember when the Wawa was these real little teeny 7-Eleven stores. And then they just start growing and have everything. I love all of them. But today when you were talking earlier, the honey, yeah. The honey, yeah. Oh, you from the East Coast? Roro, you from the East Coast too? What part of the East Coast are you from? Where are you from, Roro? I know Flo says Flo is from Newark. Spreading the words is always good. Yes. Oh, you're in Michigan. Okay, Michigan. All right. Y'all have Wawa in Michigan? Do y'all have a Wawa in Michigan? Okay. Yeah. You know what? So my son, after he graduated from college, he moved to Grand Rapids, Michigan. Because he couldn't look, I tell you about them jobs on the East Coast. After he graduated from college, he couldn't find no job. And I told all my kids, don't go to college and then sit around here looking for jobs. You can't find no jobs and y'all got these degrees and you got to pay back these student loans. So you find a job and you go where the job is, no matter where it's at. And my kids, they listen to me. Finally, They listened to me. Because when I lived in Delaware, it would be people that had degrees, but they would have to go work at Walmart because they couldn't find no job. They would have to go work at Dunkin' Donuts because they couldn't find no jobs in Delaware. So I said, you got all these degrees. Somebody might need, go where the jobs are. Don't, oh, but my family. If you go where the job is and you make enough money, you get yourself set up. You can send for your family. Huh? I'm going to say it one more time. Go where the job is. Get your money right. You can always send for your family. That's how I got to Arizona. My 19-year-old and her boyfriend, they left Delaware a year after high school because they couldn't find no jobs. They moved to Arizona in 2 years. They bought their first home. They still own their home here in Arizona, even though they are stationed in Spain. Wow, I used to live in Delaware too. That's crazy. Yeah, Delaware is nice for retired people, but not for young people. Delaware is nice if you got a check coming in, Social Security check. Okay, Roro, thank you. Have a good day. And enjoy the baseball game. And yeah, good advice. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, enjoy the baseball game. Yeah, and we'll chat some more. The good Lord willing, I'll be on here next Sunday. The good Lord willing. But yeah, definitely a retirement state. Yeah, Delaware, like I said, my daughter and her boyfriend both graduated from college. They went worked at Dover Downs for like a year, saved their little money. They couldn't find no little job. That's what in Dover, that's what you call a one-horse town. And she was 19. And she come to me and said, Mommy, I'm moving to Arizona. I said, and I prayed about it because she was the only one that didn't go to college, and she wanted to go to college in California, but the college was $100,000 a year. So that didn't work out. But she was the only one that didn't go to college. And for a long time, she was the first one to buy her own home. She don't have no degrees, even though her husband's in the military. She's now working on a degree. But she bought a home at the age of 21, her first home, single family home. Her and her husband, with them working at Amazon. And he worked at UPS part-time. No degrees. They still don't have no student loans, right? They bought their house here in Arizona. They lived here for 4 years. Once he got in the military, that's when she called me because he was going to boot camp. I came here in May 2020 to help her with their baby. I was only supposed to stay 6 months. That was 6 years ago. Well, I was working at Amazon at the time too, so Amazon transferred me here. So I had a full-time job. Next thing I know, Amazon promoted me twice. So I had my own money coming in. I kept saving. I lived with my daughter and her husband until they got stationed to the military. Their first stop was Sacramento, California. They just left Sacramento. Yeah. So you said that it's crazy because they have multiple colleges there, but not much. So is this Delaware you talking about? You talking about Delaware that has a lot of colleges, but they don't have no jobs? Yeah, Delaware. Okay, so Delaware is full of beaches. So the idea to come to Delaware is for your child to go to Delaware, go to college the 4 years, party at the beaches, because you're in between New York and all. They can hang out at the beach in Delaware, live a good life for 4 years. Then you go where the job is. It's not meant for you to stay in Delaware. It's meant for you to make a pit stop, go to Delaware, get your degree, then you go where the job. So when you graduate from college, you still need to go where the job is. You don't have to go back home to mom and dad. You go where the job is. Hopefully, while you're in college, you pick up a husband or a wife. And then that's where you start together. You having fun. You got Rehoboth Beach, you got Ocean City, Maryland. So when you're in college in Delaware, you can be studying and enjoying the beaches, as well as you can catch the train to DC. You can catch the train to New York. So Delaware, not necessarily for you to live there, it's for you to get your degree and move on. Unless you work for the hospital. Because that Christiana got a lot of jobs. Oh yeah, you need what? Girl, you said the truth. In Delaware, you need a car. But the bus do take you there, but you got to know the bus schedule. Yeah, it's not like Newark, New Jersey, where you got the train and the bus. Delaware, they just got that one bus. Yeah, Delaware not like the big city. You got to have a car. Oh, you got to have a car in Delaware. That is a very good point. You got to have a car in Delaware. Unless you live in Wilmington. Unless you live in Wilmington. But down south where the beaches are, yeah, you need a car. Unless you catch the bus, but you got to figure out the schedule. But you got to figure out the bus schedule. The bus do go to the, can't go nowhere without a car, but I raise. Oh, they don't have, you're right. Delaware don't have no taxes. You got it. You're right. Delaware, you don't pay no taxes. That's a good thing about Delaware. You're right, no taxes. So if you go in the store in Delaware, if it's $1, it's $1. Not $1.50, not $1.02. It's $1. That is a good point, Flo. Yes. Yes. Delaware, you don't have no taxes. If it says 50 cents, it's 50 cents. If it's $200, it's $200. There's no taxes in Delaware. So you're right. Good point. That's a good point. No taxes in Delaware. That's a very good point. Yeah, that's a very good point. No, so that's one sweet thing about Delaware. No taxes. No extra. You're right. That's a good point. You're right. Delaware don't have no taxes. So if you go into the Dollar Tree and it says it's $1, it's $1. No extra. So Delaware does have this good point. What we said, Delaware is good because no taxes. Delaware is good because of the beaches. And Delaware is good if you retire and you can live off your Social Security check. I know many people, in Delaware, they can If you got like a social security check, disability check, you can live good. But not if you need to work. Oh, back to Michigan. So Michigan, my son, because I told him buying a home, yeah, buying a home in Delaware is affordable too. But Roro was saying they was from Michigan, and my son bought a duplex in Grand Rapids. So he just left Grand Rapids 2 years ago, and he got an apartment in D.C. and then he just bought another duplex in Washington D.C. that he's renovating, and that's the reason why he left Michigan, because he said the snow, the bad snowstorms. He didn't like the snow, the snowstorms in Michigan. Which when he was here in D.C., when he was in D.C., they had a snowstorm this winter anywhere. So, but he said nothing like Michigan. But he still owns his duplex in Michigan, and he has duplex in uh, D.C. Well, it's not a duplex; it's a row home, and he's got an apartment at the bottom, and then he's gonna live at the top. He's gonna rent out the bottom, or either or. He's gonna rent out the bottom and live at the top, or he's gonna rent at the top and live out the bottom. I don't know what he's gonna do. But my son is 29. Yeah, I've been to Michigan too. How did you like it? The first time I visited Michigan, I went to Detroit to a hair show, and then I was able to visit Motown and all that. So I'm steady growing. Oh, you've never been to Michigan? Michigan is cold, but like I said, they got the Motown records is there. Yeah, Motown. So if you ever get to visit Michigan, it's a toss between New York and Delaware. It's like kind of not as fast as New York, but it still has like the city part where everything is at. And in Michigan, they got like the Ford Motor Company where they made the Ford cars. You can visit there, and they got Motown. You can visit Motown. Motown has a museum. You can visit their museum. And they have the Aretha Franklin amphitheater there. And in the summer, they have like live summer concerts. So that's my dream, to visit there too. Yeah, but I used to go to Michigan. I drove to Michigan, matter of fact, from Delaware to go to a hair show in Michigan. Back in the day when they would have the big hair shows, Little Willie and Liz and Big Bad B. So you like going to hair show? Yeah. Yeah, I used to, Big Bad D, he was from Michigan. And he might still have hair products out there. But when you go to the hair shows, you would go to the hair shows. Ooh, you can't see it. Yeah, Big Bad D. You can't see. And then, yeah, I did hair. He did hair? Yeah, he did hair. And he had his own hair products. And I would go to the hair shows in Detroit. So I did hair for 30 years, 35 years to be exact, because I got my hair license back in 1992. And it's going on 2006. So you're looking at right now close to 30 years, 35 years. But I drove to Detroit. Yeah, he did hair. He do hair. Yeah. I'm gonna make sure I follow you, Flo. I'm gonna subscribe to your channel, but I was trying to do it now, but it looks like I'm gonna have to do it after I get off this live because I be done hung up on the live. But yeah, mom is in ICU, so I'm gonna read. Um, so this morning I got to thinking about the honey and the honeycomb, and I'm gonna read. I'm gonna read this scripture. It is Psalm 19, verse 9, 8. Oh, verse 7 through 10. The law of the Lord is perfect, converting the soul. The testimony of the Lord is sure, making wise the simple. The statutes of the Lord are right, rejoicing the heart. The commandment of the Lord is pure, enlightening the eyes. The fear of the Lord is clean, enduring forever. The judgments of the Lord are true and righteous all together. More to be desired are they than gold. Yes, than much fine gold. Sweeter also than honey in the honeycomb. And I'm telling y'all one thing, this honey is sweet. Matter of fact, I've done ate about a tablespoon of it this morning. I'm not gonna eat no more today. But this might last me 6 months. Might. But life is bittersweet. Mom is in ICU. And I'm just trusting God that He will take care of her. Okay, thank you. I have to get up on, if I don't, I try to read every day, but on Sunday morning I try to read something to uplift me, because this is like my this is like my spiritual spiritual uplifting, because you go through the week and all kinds of things happening. Yeah. And we want to trust in what the doctor say, we want to trust what the lawyer said, but at the end of the day, it's what our Creator said. And like I said, mom is in the ICU, and they asked me what to do, and I told them I don't know what to do. So today I'll go in there and check on her again today. I'll go in and check on her today, and I'll let her know it's okay. If you want to stay, stay. If you want to go, go. Yeah. 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 But the word is our shield and our protector. And God is able to keep us. No matter what the attacks are, He's able to keep us. And He keeps us. If we look back on so much we've been through, how He done kept us all this time, through so many toils and snares, God has kept us. And He's able. He's able to keep us. He's able to keep us. Mm-hmm. The Lord is perfect, converting the soul. His testimony sure, making the simple wise. The statutes of the Lord are right. Rejoice in the heart. His commandments are pure, enlightening the eyes. The fear of the Lord is clean, enduring. Yes, he is. He's so good to us. Yes, he is. Because this week I thought I was going to lose my mind. But I'm still here. I'm still here. Thought I was going to lose my mind. But my mind is still intact. Yes. Yes. Thank you for being on here with me, sharing your New Jersey stories. I usually try to stay on here an hour on Sunday morning. And I said, no matter where I'm at, I can make a video, right? So, no matter where I'm at, I can make a video. So, Flo, I don't know what your content is about, but I'm going to make sure I subscribe. And when you get some quiet time, figure out what you like to do. Wow. Okay. Thank you for catching me live. And I know you say you don't have any content, but when you have some quiet time, ask the creator, what can you talk about? Because I'm pretty sure you have a lot to offer, a lot to talk about. Because me and you had a good conversation. And we've been talking almost an hour. So, and I usually get on here during the week with my garden. But I done talked about everything. I done talked on some of my videos. I started off talking about marriage and divorce. I started talking about working at Amazon. Some of my videos is about hair, running a hair salon. Some of my videos about my grandkids. Some of my videos about my kids. And then finally, I said, I want to talk about working in my garden and different stories along the way. So this is one thing that has been consistent, is with me waking up on Sunday mornings, because I was coming out here when it was dark. But you know, the time change, so it don't get it like, so it's 6 o'clock. I think like 6 o'clock in the wintertime it's dark. Like 6:30 is still dark. But this morning I came out here at 6:30 and the sun was already coming out. So like when the so when I got out here at 6:30 this morning and the sun was already out, so I went in and started talking. Okay, you said, yes, I do, that I need to stop letting fear control me. We did have a good conversation. Yes, we did. Yeah, fear will control us. But I've learned, and I'm growing, Camille is growing. If no one don't watch my YouTube, I still get on here. Matter of fact, I got YouTube, I got TikTok, I got Facebook. I started with the Facebook Live. I didn't like that. But I do have TikTok. I need to get on TikTok with my hair. I've been talking about my hair stuff. That's salon etiquette with Miss Camille. But this particular one. I done had it life lessons, life with Camille. But then when I would tell people to look up for me, it was so many people with that same name. So Camille grows, which I'm growing. I'm growing every day. I made a lot of mistakes in life. At least I consider mistakes. Oh, I made a lot of mistakes in life. But then some of the mistakes, if you look back, they only led you to where you needed to be. Because I'm glad I got out of New Jersey. Woo! New Jersey was rough. Matter of fact, New Jersey's still rough. It's still kind of rough. I see a lot of people, well, I done lost this month, well, March, 4 loved ones on the East Coast. And mommy's still here. She's just in ICU, but the East Coast was kind of rough. But yeah, we talked. We had a good conversation. Check back with me next week, and I'm gonna make sure I find your channel so I can like it and subscribe. But whatever you want to talk about it. Just you go to your camera on your phone, you make a video. Yeah, I had to get out of New Jersey. Now my thing was with New Jersey. I owned a beauty salon and all that. I did good, very good in New Jersey. People was lovely. The older people was nice. But the girls, the women, well, I'll say this. This is my outlook. The women, even if they knew your man was married, they would still mess with your men. That's my opinion. That don't mean it's true. And the culture was just different. Like I said, I was a hairdresser, so I seen a lot. I lived a lot. Um, like I said, the women, and even if they knew that the man was married, they still would mess with the women's husbands, and sometimes they would fight the women over their husbands. How you gonna fight somebody over their husband? Just New Jersey was off the hook. They don't care. That's what I'm saying. I didn't understand. But it was a lot. So for my peace, and look, and to keep me out of jail, keep me out of jail. Huh? Did you hear what I said? Keep me out of jail. I went to jail one time out there. I was in there arguing with my husband. After I went to jail that one time. I said I gotta get out of New Jersey because I had little kids and I didn't want to be going to jail. Because that's the next time they might keep me. I done grew a lot. I used to be off the chain. And thank God I'm gun trained. So I didn't, that's all I'm going to say. Thank God I was gun trained. So nothing was ever fatal. That's all I said. Huh? That New Jersey was off the chain. Thank God nothing was ever fatal. I got out of there alive. Some people don't get out of there. I got out of New Jersey alive. Girl, you hear what I said? I made it out alive. And it's so funny because like 2 weeks ago, my ex-husband, he come, oh, you coming back to New Jersey? I said, mm-mm. I said, I'll be honest, New Jersey wasn't a good time for me. I have good memories in New Jersey, but I didn't want to leave. You said you understand. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, you told me that's enough. And I'm going to say this one thing. I remember doing a girl's hair. She knew the man was married. So she got pregnant by the man. And I remember her sitting in my chair. The man and his wife had 2 kids. And the girl was running the man's husband, and she didn't understand why the wife didn't want her two kids to go to her son's birthday party. I and before all this stuff like how you hear now, I remember back just because I had a salon in New Jersey about 20 years ago, and I remember the one girl I was doing her hair, and back this is before what's his name Nick Cannon and Nick Cannon and what's his name just got off Cam Newton. I remember the girl saying that it was 4 baby mamas, and all 4 of them they was taking their kids to the birthday party, and they all had the one man, and he had 4 sets of kids, and all 4 of the baby mamas was they was they get together for the kids' birthday party, and it wasn't no problem. And this is before Nick Cannon and Cam Newton. New Jersey was already ahead of the game. They've been doing that in New Jersey. That was 20 years ago. 4 baby mamas was going to, the dad had paid for them to have a birthday party, and he said he wanted all 4 of them baby mamas there, and he wanted all of his kids at the birthday party. And the baby mamas, he was giving them money to get their hair done. They could be at the baby birthday party because he had all the baby mamas lined up coming to the birthday party. And that was 20 years ago. So New Jersey was ahead of the game. And it was no drama. There was no drama. He had all 4 baby mamas. He told them get their hair done. He gave money to get their hair done, kids money to get their hair done. So only God knows what he was doing. But he had enough money to take care of these 4 women and all his kids. And he rented out the Chuck E. Cheese or whatever back then. And it was understood with no problem that they was going to have a birthday party. And he wanted all his kids there. And all the baby mamas. So Cardi B, she up on it. She said she's gonna join the trial. New Jersey was already ahead of the game. All right, well I done did my hour. And yep, some people are okay with that lifestyle. And that's their business. That's their business. That's another story for another day. Because I don't know, Stephon Diggs, he look a little shaky to me, but I guess he got something going on down there. Because Cardi B they had her video the other day where he was at one of her concerts, so let's see how that goes. Well, the Lord is sweeter than the honey. Get y'all some honey. And Miss Camille, I'm thinking about getting me a honey thing so I can put in my yard and make my own honey. Once I get comfortable with understanding the bees is not going to sting me. But enjoy your week. Continue, now that we know, let's continue to grow. This is Camille Grows. I'm growing every day. And so are you. And we're not going to take our mistakes. We're going to learn from our mistakes. And we're not even going to call them mistakes. We're going to call them learning curves. Learning curves. Because New Jersey was a good time. I don't wish to live there. But I love New Jersey. And I love Flo for staying on here and talking to me for this last hour. And Roro from Michigan. Thank you guys for stepping in and chat with me. I had Neo chimed in. Thank you. And Garucci chimed in. Thank you. And Dels chimed in. Thank you. Nick chimed in. Bacon. chimes in. Thank you guys all for chiming in. Most gratitude goes out to Flo from New Jersey. Straight out to New Jersey. So I love everyone. Continue to grow. Now that we know, let's continue to grow. Now we know, let's continue to grow. Camille Grove. Talk to you later. Bye bye.